Philovision.
Playing on my end, I can't hear anything. So
You can't hear
your heads on, but I can't hear
Bro,
shit.
that makes it 10 times better that you can't hear it. So, I love it.
I do, yeah, it's a great song, but I just I'm
That
like,
makes
all
it,
right,
again, the fact that you can't hear it just makes it 10 times better for me, anyways. Well, anyways, so, all right. Welcome to Internet Uncapped. This is episode 3 right now. Obviously, I am Mitchell. This is Evan, and today we have to discuss the elephant on the internet that is DSP, not his wife. I said elephant, not horse. If I said horse, I would have meant DSP's wife, Cat. Obviously. But we are talking about the man, the myth, the legend, the legacy man, DSP, baby. Yeah, that man. And I just want to go ahead and put it up here. This is the man that we're talking about. If it'll go ahead and load, that would be sick if it did.
What is he doing with his tongue?
Dude, he's DSP, bro. He don't care. That's him
Oh
right there.
boy.
That's Mr. Huh? What? Huh?
What?
Dude, he is, again, a motherfucking legend. In no sense of the word. People say every sense of the word. We say no sense of the word. And since we're talking about DSP in this aspect, and since we were talking about DSP, I figured we got to get the gunner glasses, baby. We got to get the hat, and we got to get the... Let me get up here for a second. We got to get the motherfucking vest on. We had to talk about Dark Side Phil. Snort! So I figured we just had to, we have to talk about this man. This man right here. Oh, yeah. You know what he's done. He is so fucking just ridiculous. Like, I can't... DSP. What can I say about
it is me.
So,
Can we say?
Yeah, and what were you saying?
Well, no, what can we say? Well, but as we discussed previously, you were covering him as a part of a series, but there's been a lot of developments going on.
Yes, indeed.
Like, we can't wait. We got to talk about it right now.
Absolutely. And again, when it comes to DSP, there's so much because he's been on the internet forever. He's probably been posting videos on the internet for almost as long as we've been alive. He was online posting content prior to YouTube. It's insane to think there's 20 plus years of content on DSP. Wow. And just how unhinged and how much of a freaking delinquent he is. And it's awesome. I love him for it. He's so toxic too, which makes it even better. Let me tell you, it is absolutely insane. And I've been following his saga for a while. There's a podcast I listen to. It's called That Being Said. And when I go ahead and I call in sometimes, I call under an alias that I won't say. I've told you about it, but I'm not going to say it on here. I don't want to put my side piece in jeopardy. Because of the contents that I talk about on there. And I say some outlandish things on there too. So I don't want to put that at risk, good sir. But it is, again, absolutely lit. Like, this man is just a wild animal. And everyone has their different theories on Phil. Like, he's an alien. He's not human. He's a wild animal, and we're just trying to wrangle him in. He belongs in a zoo because of just how he acts. And quite frankly, I couldn't agree more with some of those sentiments because of just how absolutely insane he is. Again, I'm well versed. I follow, big ups to my main man, Duty streams, always holding it down. Shout out to That Being Said podcast. They always hold it down too. Trying to think who else is that. Raw Phil. Never watch Phil's content unless absolutely necessary for pointing out his flaws. Always go to Raw Phil if you can. Unfortunately, today we're going to have to use Phil's content because I tried finding it on Raw Phil, could not find it. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. We'll find out. But I wanted to get something where it was one single take so then we can go ahead and look at it. But it is one of the most delinquent things ever. But again, I'm well versed. I know a lot of the lore. I know a lot of the stories about DSP and the nonsense that he pulls. And I mean, the guy's just a complete and utter. Excuse my language here. He's a complete and utter dickhead. So, and he's not a man. When I think when I think of when I think of the word feminine, I think of DSP and how he probably can't turn a screwdriver.
Oh
That's
God.
what I that's what I think, because I mean this dude is just he's absolutely insane. I mean the way he talks, I would imagine him taking a piss. It probably sounds feminine. I mean that's just the kind of guy that he is. I don't think he's
Oh,
ever I don't think he's ever had a bro. I don't think he's ever had a homie. And quite frankly, if it wasn't for that May 1st incident, I don't think he would have known how to spank the monkey. I would have thought that he was
sure.
asexual, even with himself. So I mean, that's just the kind of guy that he is. I think I mean, hopefully I'm not wrong. I think asexuality means you don't like doing stuff with people, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I don't know anything
Something
about
like
that.
that. Yeah. I mean, it's basically you're not attracted to like really anybody. You're just
Yeah,
sort of comfortable with yourself, and that's it.
yeah. So I mean, that's I
You
could see
got it. I
that.
mean, you're pretty good. You,
Yeah,
you you got you got the gist of it.
yeah. So that's how I always pictured Phil. Again, I just think he's a delinquent. I just think he's a dumbass. I think a lot of the things he says, for me, I find him to be a scumbag for two major things. One, it's the abuse of people who are underdeveloped. It is known that a lot of his fans that donate money
Mm.
to him tend to be on the spectrum, and he takes advantage of them, and he
Ooh.
scares them by saying like,
Mm.
"You guys, I got two big bills: the internet bill, the electric bill. I got two big bills. There's always two big bills coming up," and it's like, DSP, like, what are you talking about, dude? It's always these two big bills that come out of nowhere, and it's just baffling to me. So I just don't understand how he pulls this shit off, and
Yeah.
how he's able to sleep at night. And recently, he talked about how like lying and how it. I'll save that because we're gonna get into that. But it's absolutely insane. The stuff he says, I just there's just times where I'm just like, how the hell is this guy fucking real? It's insane. It legitimately is
Yeah.
insane. I mean, I can't fathom it. But we'll dive into that in a little bit. But Evan, what do you know about DSP?
Yeah, so I really don't know a lot. I only knew about him within the last few months. However, I do know that Keemstar at one point tried to involve him in the early development of Lookout Live. Obviously, there are a lot of reasons why that didn't work out. DSP doesn't even like him, so it was kind of bizarre that he was even roped into it anyway in the first place. I've been trying to catch up, certainly, with videos, and I think I have a pretty good impression of him down. We won't get into that right now. We'll do it a little later. But uh, yeah, no, he definitely. There's a whole thing about him, and there's even more. Like what I know is probably a tiny, tiny, minuscule compared to the giant iceberg that is him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just learning along the way. There's you've shown me stuff already. I know some of the basics. Okay, even some of the
Yep.
gross stuff about him. We will get into that soon, I'm
Oh.
sure. But I would definitely say that I am still learning about him, but it is quite a saga. It's quite a saga, that's for sure.
Evan, Saga is an understatement. I'll tell you that right now. There is so much to DSP. It is absolutely insane. It is just I can't I can't even like words can't describe. Really, it can't. It's just it is insane. Like there's certain things with DSP. Like if you hear stuff, you're just like you get triggered. And here's one thing right
The
here.
man downloaded Python.
And of course, it comes up with an ad. We don't like that. We don't like that at all.
Oh, well,
But um, I gotta download a thing. I have YouTube Premium on my main account, but not on this. But we'll get to that.
mm,
But there's certain things like whenever I hear this specifically, I think DSP, and that
yeah.
is the PlayStation menu music. It brings me back
Oh,
to that glorious day, the burst of May 1st. You hit that PS button, and it just, warms the soul. It warms the soul, Evan. And it is so funny that now every time I turn on my PS4, there's still some games I play on there, like GTA and Red Dead. I go on there, and I hear this, and I just think, oh.
ew.
Oh, it is
Ew.
absolutely phenomenal. Love to see it, sir. Love to see it.
Yeah.
And he is still
We
haunted by
didn't
that.
see it happen, but we heard it. So
Well, we could hear the PlayStation music. We can hear all the good stuff. All right, Evan.
true.
That's all
It's
that
true.
matters. The good stuff. The
Yeah.
the oh, the camera's on. Oh, camera's on the whole time. I didn't even know. Hello.
Oh God.
uh, it is again absolutely phenomenal. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So there's a couple of things that I want to show you today, Evan, because I think what's really important is you are a casual. And I don't
Yes.
mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that in a way where you're not invested. Like, I listen to this at work. I listen to this stuff. I listen to
Of
this
course
stuff
you
at
can.
the gym. And like,
Oh my God.
yeah, I love that being said. They're such a great podcast. They're genuinely entertaining. I can't like
Sure.
the chemistry that they have, it makes it all worth it. Like it is so awesome to listen to those guys. I love it. It's phenomenal. They do a great job. And yeah, there's just been some things recently that have happened. Um and it's made it like it's just been great. It's just been great. Like currently
Sure.
the way that everything has been going, it is awesome. So we're gonna jump into this in a second. But there's two videos I want to show you. One is a recent podcast episode. Another one is something made by another YouTuber. But both are great nonetheless. But I think like you got to get caught up on some of the most recent things. But what was the question I was gonna ask you? Now I just blanked out. Um,
Mm,
oh yeah. And you said something that was very interesting. Like your impression of Phil, and as a YouTuber or as anyone in life, it could be YouTube, it could be like workplace stuff, it could be anything. First impressions are everything. If you go ahead and you talk to someone and they just get the sense that you're just a piece of shit, um, yeah, it's not good. Like putting it
yeah.
lightly. And DSP just
Yeah.
has this aura around him where people just think that he's just a complete asshole because of he is like if you try watching his streams live, he always says, watch the fucking stream, idiot, you
Yeah.
fucking mouth drooler, you fucking no load." Like he says all this shit about how people just need to watch his stream and shut the fuck up and come to their own conclusion. But yet when you go to the streams, it's fucking brain dead. Have you taken the chance to try to watch a stream, or is it just something that you just watch? Like the I sent you the June the King documentary, and I forgot what else I sent you. And
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen like again, I've just been watching videos and just like
mhm,
basically, I mean, you are right about first impressions, but I can literally do an impression. And first of all, he sounds like a pathological liar, number one. Number
yes,
two is that he does this thing where like he's trying to control how his audience interacts with his streams, from what
yes,
I have observed. And so he goes this like, okay, guys, like I don't think we need to really do this right now. We got to get back to a sense of normalcy, okay? He does stuff like that,
yes,
and it's like you're. I don't know if you said it earlier, but he is kind of like creating his own documentary in a sense. Like he's trying to like explain things as they are,
yeah,
but he probably is lying in like most of the time.
yeah. He tries to retcons. It's insane.
Pretty
He
much,
has
yeah.
lied so much that there's times where I don't think his name's Phil anymore. I think his name's Kevin. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's retcons of retcons, and it's just this endless
Yeah.
cycle. You know, as a streamer, I think there's certain things like some people want to keep their personal life personal. I respect that. If you want to do that, do it. And there's ways that you can do it. You can do like you can do a VTuber. You can make a little animated thing and the person talks and shows expressions.
Right.
If you want to do that, I respect it. That's your privacy. That's your life. I get that. You know, I could go ahead and I choose to have the webcam. I could put a little fucking I could put a thing up. I could put when RTU is deep throating cucumbers. I can make that the
Ugh,
photo.
ugh,
Music Biz Marty,
disgusting.
R.I.P. He used to do different photos of
Reputation.
Chance. Yeah, he used to do different photos of Mr. Cyrax, Mr. PDF file. He used to do different photos
Really?
of him. Like it was hilarious. And then he found this like old man. And then he would like Photoshop the photo of the old man doing different things. Like there was one of him smoking a cigar, and I was like, "Wait,
Oh
who is
God.
this guy?" One, and secondly, why does that look like a music biz guy? Like it was the
Oh
perfect
God.
photo. But yeah, again, like you know, there's ways to protect your privacy, and you just gotta roll
Sure.
with it. You just gotta roll with it.
Gotta roll.
You know,
Hmm.
again, like do what makes you feel comfortable. But for him,
Right.
it's always good for thee or good for me, not for thee, and it's always
Yep.
hypocritical. Um, how he treats people, how he interacts with people. It's
Hmm.
really just disgusting. I hate it, and again the way that he abuses people that are not as mentally efficient. I hope that doesn't come off as offensive, but the way that he treats people like that, that's the number one thing that bothers me the most. The
Absolutely.
second thing
Yeah.
is just the constant lying. Like it's just like
Right.
you know, you have he says he has a family. It's his cat, and now we're learning other animals and his wife. And to me, you know, if you don't want to have kids, I'm not gonna sit here and be like you need to have a kid. Who am I to tell you to have a kid? But don't try to say you care about your family. You have a family, and it's a cat, and it's your wife. Um, and try to tell everyone like to feel bad for me. I got two big bills: the electric bill, the internet bill, all the big bills. To me, it's just nonsense, and I hate it. I just wish that he would just be honest and just come out and say things like, "Hey guys, WWE champions, that was my account. I spent
Right.
if I had to take a guess, I haven't looked at the figures, but he's been playing the game. I want to say 6 years, 6 years, and let's say he spends. I know last year Duty Streams was doing a thing where he added up the totals, and it was like over 40 something thousand. Um,
Oh my God.
yeah. So let's say it's been let's say it's 6 years. I don't know the exact day. There is a
Sure.
tracker for it, but let's say it's 6 years, and we'll
Hmm.
do an even amount. We'll do 40,000. You do that by
Okay.
two
Let's put
years, you
down.
get 80,000. You times that by three,
Yeah.
that's $240,000, $250,000 off of a sweaty Hogan JPEG just for him, just for a card, a digital card of, let me tell you something, brother. We're out here, we're hanging and banging, brother. Like, to me, it's just like, okay, brother. Now let me tell you something, brother. Snort, I got the drip. Shout out Snort Hogan, by the way. But again, it's just it's insane. It's absolutely
It
insane.
is.
Spending $250,000, and that's being generous, on our end, going 40,000 because I know it was over. So I mean, and if you did 45, that's an extra 30 million. You're looking at 270,000. That's insane.
Jeez.
And imagine if
Yeah.
one year, like you know, because obviously he's not spending the exact same amount, but imagine if one year he spent 70, and then the one year he spent 40. That's still 110,000. That's $55,000 a year. That's some the median salary in America is I think it's like 39,000 a year.
Something like that. Yeah.
He's spending more than what the median salary is for an American citizen,
Exactly.
and he's spending it on sweaty JPEGs. But he will be the first person to tell you, "You guys, I need money. I can't take my wife to the zoo." Evan, I'm gonna take you to the zoo. I'm gonna take you to the zoo before Phil takes his wife to the zoo. How about that?
All
I'll take
right.
you to the fucking zoo.
Let's take it to the King of the Jungle. Let's
I'm gonna
do
I'm
it.
gonna buy you a Lego set too, so you could fucking build.
DSP Lego set available now.
Yeah, fact. No, no,
And it's
that's
just him and his stupid little setup and the Mega Man that
well,
like circles around, you
well
know.
he bought Legos to build on stream.
Ah,
It's
when it came
a
out.
yeah, it's a legit thing. But again, it's all insane. It is all insane. Um, yeah. So you're familiar with Kino Casino, like you know
Yeah.
of them.
I'm not as familiar with the show. I am familiar with the one of the hosts, Andy Worski. I know who he is. I've seen him. I've watched him.
Hmm.
So I don't know the show exactly, but I know who he is.
Hmm. Yeah. So if Kino Casino, what they do is just to put it into like under 60 seconds. They go ahead and their whole content is just making fun of lolcows. They go ahead and they attack them, and they have people that they bring up constantly. iDubbbz and his wife Anissa. DSP is now going to be their main course. They did Rich from UTech USA. Um, they've done Nick Rekieta. Like they have some
Oh
people that
man.
they go after, and when they go after them, it's harsh. And they're on Kick too, which Kick is very much you can be aggressive.
Yeah.
You can say some stuff.
Very.
YouTube, you shouldn't really say that. Kick, send it, send the nuke, and they go ahead and they just like they do this thing where they bring out a triangle, and then they go retard alert, and
Oh man. Jesus.
yeah, and that's what Triple P does, but
Hmm.
it's again absolutely insane. Like and DSP has been collabing with them for 8 months. And during the
Mm.
time that he's been collabing with them, he he was made the butt of the joke. They made fun of him. They criticized him. They went at him. Um, More specifically, Triple P, who is a big gentleman himself, um, kept calling DSP's wife fat.
Brother.
And I don't know if you've ever seen DSP's wife. Have you ever seen her?
I think I've seen her a little. You sent me a video that was like something that she was in or whatever, but she, yeah, but for context, for the video viewers, share, you should share it.
Okay, well, first things first, I want to go ahead and I want to pull up a photo of Kat because
Yes,
she was a very nice lady. Um, I bet she recycled. Um,
of course.
and pulling it up now, it pulled up on this screen, but now I gotta share this other screen, and then we're gonna go do. There we go, stream, and keep it there. And this is what she used to look like.
Mm,
That's what she used to look like. Nice lady, nice
mm,
lady,
mm.
nice lady.
That's very nice. Yeah.
But now, oh boy, Evan, oh boy. I guess Robert De Niro wasn't really. I don't know what my roommates are talking about. Um,
I don't think we. I only heard. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah, I don't know. It says something about Robert De Niro. I have no idea what the fuck they were saying. But this is
I'm
what.
watching you, Flocka.
Yeah, I'm watching you, Faga. This is what Cat Burnell looks like now, and it's a travesty.
Mm,
It's an absolute
let's see.
travesty. If the photo will actually load for me,
Yeah.
please just load for me. Thank you.
Runs. Stand by. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she still looks good, but she did gain a lot of weight, and his cat
A
is obviously very
lot,
judgmental.
a
Very
lot,
judgmental.
a lot of weight, Evan. A lot, and
Incredibly judgmental. That cat. Look at that
we.
cat. He's like, oh, it's like
Mhm.
kick rocks, lady, and
Yeah,
also master.
but that's again, it's
Yeah,
insane.
it's a big difference. There's a big difference. You can see it in the Google search right there.
Yep, it's again, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I don't understand how something like that can happen, and it's really just DSP. Everything he touches turns to shit.
It's true.
Turns to shit.
I can see
So,
it. Yeah.
Triple P kept calling Cat fat. Kept saying, "Phil, she's fat."
Oh man, that's really not good.
And then DSP got a card of Piper Niven, who is a wrestler, and
Uh-huh.
she's a bigger lady. Really good, really talented wrestler though, and she's one of the
Mm.
safest wrestlers out there. There's been moments where she's gone up against some competitors who had issues with concussions, and instead of like putting her forearm into them to hit the pole for the corner of the ring, she grabs them with both hands and puts her arm behind their head, so it's her arm
Mm.
hitting the pole. So she's a very safe wrestler, really good at what she does. Again, that's Piper Niven, but she's on the bigger side. And DSP showed the card, and then Triple P went, "Oh no, it's Cat, bro."
Oh God.
Fucking hilarious. So
Oh no.
DSP issued a warning to Triple P,
Mm.
pretty much saying, "Don't mention my wife. Don't do that. It's not nice. I don't like it. It's fucking shitty that you do that, but it's fucking funny. Like that's all I can say.
Yeah.
It is legendary stuff. I fucking live for it, and it's just it's great. It's absolutely great, and I live for it, um, because I think he deserves everything that comes to him because of just the way that he treats people, the way that he
Yep.
acts. It,
Yep.
it's what he deserves because again he's just an asshole. He's just a guy that just, how can I put it? He just
We're
attacks people. Oh, it's always, you're at fault. I did nothing
Right.
wrong. I did everything right. And huh?
What?
Huh? These fucking idiots, man. What a bunch of fucking scumbags. Like it's usually shit like that. But
I don't like him. I don't like what he stands for. We got to figure this out, guys.
so Evan, are you familiar with the term middle manager? Do you know what that is?
Vaguely. I feel like that's a corporate term, I guess, or I don't know. Middle manager Phil Burnell. Okay, so
So a
let's
middle
see what this is
manager
all
is
about.
someone that's like, like at a not a corporate, like at like a retail job. Like let's say you're like the store
Okay.
manager of like
Ah.
where I got
Okay.
this nice vest from, of an Old Navy, and you're trying to motivate your staff. Well, DSP recently, for full context, they released the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Call of Duty. So DSP thought, oh, what do they like? Oh, they like pizza. Let's do a pizza stream. So he started doing all these, he wanted to reach all these goals, 50 goals, Evan, of reaching it to $150.
50?
50 times you have to reach the goal. 50 times $150. But there's 2 streams a day, Evan. That's the catch. And he streams 6 days a week. So you can get 12 goals.
Jeez.
And then when you do that, what do you get? Well, Phil gets to order pizza for himself.
Wonderful.
What does that mean for you? Fuck you. That's what it means. So someone took the audio of him talking about the pizza, and I'm gonna let it speak for itself because it's absolutely fantastic.
Sure.
where are we
All right, let's
at
go.
for the week? Let's talk about the schedule, the goals, and all of that, shall we? We are at 36 out of 40 goals attained. When we attain 40 goals, it is time for a radical pizza party, dudes.
Again, this is all from a stream. This is not AI. This is everything that he said, verbatim.
Oh my God.
We're
Wow.
gonna have a
Oh, and side note, whoever did the animation did a fantastic job.
I
pizza
agree.
party. Are we gonna do Domino's, Pizza Hut, or Papa John's? All right. I'm going
Big
to
ups to,
eliminate another
Cyrax
pizza
down
right
there.
now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
I
God.
am
Look
eliminating
at his arm.
I don't know who the other guy is though. I don't know who other bald guy is.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. I've eliminated Pizza Hut. That's right.
I
You
think
can't
that's
even look
King
at me
Cobra.
right now because I'm such an evil
I
villain.
couldn't-
King
I
Cobra.
Exactly.
Yeah, that King Cobra for sure.
I'm such a heinous individual. Everything I do just exudes toxicity and negativity, and you can't stand to look at me for a second. I know.
That's Derek,
So it's going to
one
be
of
a
his
choice
crazy viewers.
between Domino's
Yeah.
and Papa John's. All right, 2 unique places. All right, one of them probably the longest running one in America, Domino's. I remember that ever since I was a kid.
So this dude legitimately did that on a stream. So
Interesting.
it's a pizza party where Evan, you don't get to vote what pizza he gets, but you get to watch him enjoy that fucking pizza after you tip him all that money. So Evan, make sure he hits that goal. But I said 50 earlier. I meant to say 10. I don't know why I said 50. But 10. So but it's still $150. That's the goal. That's the only time it counts. 10 times $1,500 to order a shitty Domino's pizza.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically e-begging to eat his own pizza. He's
Yes,
like, guys, we need to get money so I can order pizza, all right? You know, it's like, come on.
110% right, Evan. 110% right. And I mean, it's just. Oh, I don't know why that showed up there. I don't know why something just popped up like, oh, you're trying to open this photo. I was not trying to open up the photo, but thank you. I didn't click on no photo. Fuck off. Now, so recently, Kino Casino, DSP, they broke up.
Yeah.
And now DSP has waged war. And when DSP did this, the way that he did it is he decided to have a stream with Rich from Review Tech USA. And he tried to leak all the emails, or not the emails, the text messages, all the DMs
Yeah.
to Triple P and Kino Casino. And, you know, there's been a lot of speculation in the community. People have asked, why did he do that? Like, this looked terrible. And he tried to claim that DSP was this big mastermind, like he's Professor X or something. Like, he planned this
Yeah.
all along. DSP secretly, behind his computer where he's streaming, there's a whiteboard, and DSP has been drawing up every day like different plans to go ahead and milk money from the Kino Casino. And it's just not true. It's not true, and like whatsoever. It's fucking nonsense. Like DSP's not this big brain Jimmy Neutron genius. He's a degenerate 40-year-old that plays video games. The dude's a
He's got a
cuck.
big head, but he don't got a big brain.
Yeah, he's a cuck. Like I don't
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, this vest. What if I'm wearing this vest? Would I lie to you? Snort. Never.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
I did nothing wrong. I did everything right. Evan, there's this sick motherfucker on the internet named Tevin.
Oh, brother. Too close. Too close to my name. Too close to home.
Dude, Tevin is the man. Shout outs. Big ups to Tevin, dude. Big ups to everyone in the Vortex, honestly. Everyone's legit, dude. Everyone's lit. But yeah, so DSP did this stream where he really just wanted to go ahead and get ahead of fucking everything. Like he wanted to there again, there's a lot of speculation of why did he do this. This is my Theo theory. I think he wanted to release this because the Kino Casino this past Friday or yesterday, today's Saturday. Yesterday they had a live stream with It's a Gundam, where they went through, said DMs, and I think what they wanted, what DSP wanted, was to one piss off It's a Gundam, so hopefully it'll be like these fucking idiots, Stu, go ahead and cancel it. Stu's his editor, by the way. I don't know if you know It's a Gundam, but side note.
No.
But he said, Stu, I'm not doing it. So, there's that. So I think that was part of it. Like, he tried to scare It's a Gundam off or piss him off or just try to get him not to go on that podcast. That's one. Two, I think it also had to do with trying to do damage control, trying to get ahead of everything and try to defang them, like, so it's not like they have everything there. So they can't release everything at once. He did it first, so they don't get the W.
Right.
As pathetic as that sounds. But those are my two Theo theories. And have you heard anything recently about this saga, Evan?
Yeah, no, God, how do I even explain it? Well, I know one thing, which has been that he's been calling people out for snaking, which obviously I know what the animal is. I don't know what the term means. I did see a meme, which we can maybe pull up at some point. I sent it to you, but basically it was
Snake
someone
man.
made him a snake man, like Mega Man, but like an enemy, and it was Phil's face on like the Mega Man body. It was very funny. But what I know is that he had something going on with both of them at Kino Casino, and that there were some pretty blatant lies he was saying, and now he's getting
Yep.
attacked up the waz from their audience, and it's turned to this crazy thing. So yeah, fill me in on the rest that I didn't get, but it's popping off on Twitter. I'll give you that. I don't even follow DSP content at all, and yet it's popping up on my feed.
Yeah.
That's how like potent it is. That's how like crazy it's got.
Yeah, so he tried to, again, he's just poking the nest. He's trying to say that he planned all this from the beginning, because he knew that they were gonna snake him and all this shit. And it's like, no, you didn't, DSP. Shut up. Like, you're not like, you're
Yeah,
not,
right.
like, it's like, DSP, you're not that guy. Okay, you're not that guy. So I don't know. He's been trying to say all this crap about how he's doing this, he's doing that, and it's just absolute, complete, utter bullshit is what it is.
Yeah.
And again, it's just bogus. That's all that is, Evan. It's just bogus. But this is his most recent, well, not most recent, but this was his level 1 podcast with Rich from Review Tech. So we're just gonna hit play there. And great job, Phil. Yeah. You can't hear the audio, can you?
No, I cannot.
Yep, neither can I, because he didn't have anything.
Oh,
So
you're not supposed to hear it?
yeah, not yet. So okay.
Oh, wow.
So
Fail already.
this photo, DSP was like reaching out to Review Tech USA and trying to like get him to go onto his show earlier. Now, Rich just sent this photo of Bill Gates talking to a bird, and that was the last thing he sent to Phil. For no fucking reason, he just sent that to him. And then DSP was like, that's a very nice
Bizarre.
picture of a bird, but will you answer my question? And Review Tech just ignore him. So that's why he put that as his background, which, rare Review Tech USA W. Very rare.
Yes. Yeah.
And now we're going to see, DSP is going to have, he's struggling. I can't
He's
say
on
much.
struggle
We were
street.
struggling with I was struggling with a fucking background. I can't say anything. But look, he's trying to. Oh my god. Yeah, he doesn't put on the audio. You can see them. They're both talking, and it just. Oh, and just to be clear, we're not going to go over the text messages, because like the text messages are its own thing.
The text
And-
messages
All right,
are
everyone, so you can hear me.
out of control.
Rich, hello, how are you?
I'm lovely, Philip. How are you?
I'm
You're
good.
looking stunning in that sweater today. Looking nice.
It's an ugly ass sweater. I'll tell you this right
Yeah.
now. It's an ugly ass
With
sweater.
2 buttons.
Yeah, he looks like a complete asshole. I don't know what this is in the background here. I see the PlayStation. I don't know what the fuck that thing is below it. I'm also wearing sunglasses inside like a D bag. But like, dude, you're over 40 and you have a king crown over your left shoulder, man. Grow up. Golly, man.
Thank you,
like,
sir. So I'm adjusting right now. I'm gonna ask the chat, how does it sound? Because
I'm
every time
enjoying.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
enjoying your succulent. I'm enjoying your succulents behind you. They're very succulent.
Of course. Well, you built them too, so you know how
The
succulent
way
they
he
are.
said that was too
They're
disturbing
very.
for
I
me. I
love
don't
them.
know.
So guys, how
Thank you for the inspiration.
how is the audio levels,
Yeah.
everybody? Are we good?
This is
Because every time I do it on Discord, everyone says that I'm too loud, but I tried to adjust it today so it sounds good. Are we good, everybody?
I just wish that, before I leave this life, I get to see DSP be a man at least once.
They say
I
we're
don't
good.
think I don't
Yeah.
think it'll ever happen,
right,
but
well,
I just want
I
to see
don't
it.
think
let's
it'll happen
begin.
either.
So,
wanna see it once.
Wow. First of all, an epic moment.
Now, guys,
I think this has been a long time coming in the making. People have wanted to
Say
see
so.
us have a conversation for a very, very long time. And thank you for coming on the show.
so DSP does this thing often where he tries to seem like overly professional. Like he
Right.
tries to the fans have wanted this for a very long time. No, Phil, you've just wanted this whenever you decided it was best for you.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
that's just not how relationships are built. The DSP has this ex best friend named John, and he put it best where he said, apologizing is not just words, Phil. Apologizing is making changes so you don't make the same mistakes again. Which, yeah, spot on, John Rambo. And Phil has never learned that.
Oh, thank you for giving us
he's
your
a
time.
prick.
I want to say that up front.
What interesting, what a coincidence. What are the odds? It's the coincidence of this timing, just, I'm sure it's all just circumstantial, right?
Oh, of course. There's absolutely no reason why it would be right now, this week, or anything. No, it's just
He tries
came
to act
together
all
that
fucking
way by
coy.
complete, you know,
Not like he
luck,
planned it the
dumb
whole
luck,
time.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Which to me, it's like DSP. I thought you were the big brain. I thought you planned
thank
this
you for your
all.
time, and I want to let you know, because I told the audience this before. I know you weren't here. There is absolutely no interruptions. There's no pop-ups on this stream. I'm not going to be reading shout-outs or anything from anyone with stupid camera screwing with me right now. But I'm not going to be doing anything to be distracted.
Now, guys,
it's you and me.
I got tap water.
I want to respect you because you're giving me your time. You know, it's not about contributions today. I mean, I will shout them out after we're done when you're gone. You know, it has nothing to do with you. I'm not going to be reading out insults or anything like that. That's not what this is, okay?
I don't care. I don't care if you did anyway, but that's fine.
I know you don't.
I would hope, like, if you have a fucking stream and then someone donated $5 saying, like, let's say it's like the text-to-speech voice where it's like, Review Tech USA has bitch tits. I hope you wouldn't be like, hey, real quick, Rich, fucking Dominatrix 12345 says you have bitch tits? Huh? What? Like, come on, DSP. Like, and part of this is, I believe, is because his fucking viewership is just a bunch of dents, as the trolls say, the detractors. They call them dents. I believe it. I believe he believes it. I mean, the way he breaks things down, oh my god. It's not like a Lego set book for 1,000 pieces. It's the Lego Kids playbook where it's 5 pieces and you make a little horsey. Like, that's really what it boils down to. It's insane.
I don't care, but it's just the thing. I mean, you're going to give me your time, dude. I got to give you respect for doing that. You could be doing something better with your time, I'm sure. And I appreciate you coming on.
Not talking to you.
Now,
That'd be best with anyone's time.
You could be doing his own show.
You have absolutely no preconceived notions of what this appearance is.
Does
right? You don't know. We haven't talked
we don't
about
need
if it's going to be a topic, if it's going to be anything, right?
Yeah.
We haven't planned anything, correct?
This is every day. This is not just now. This is with the schedule. This is with the schedule. This is with fucking This is with the schedule. This is with the games he's playing. This is what he did last night on the stream. He explains how he explained his last stream. And it's like, Phil, shut the fuck up. Play the fucking game. Phil, jump into it. And we're going to learn very much soon that his whole thing was to go ahead and attack Kino Casino. And yeah, I saw... Get into it, Phil. Phil, you cuck. Play the fucking game, you cock.
Get into it.
Get into it, Phil. Phil, it's Christopher Walken. I just want you to play the fucking game.
Just get into it, okay?
Because people have been speculating for the last couple of days, well, since yesterday, and I guess you had let it drop on your show that you were going to appear a couple of days ago before we really
DSP had this whole long drawn-out thing about his huge announcement, and RTO was like, yeah, I'm going to be on Phil's show.
And, this is not legit. But no, it's not the case. We have nothing planned, all right, previously. And I have not spoken about this beforehand. This is
he never does.
Completely a legit appearance here. And I guess
100% legit.
Before I begin saying anything, just before we start.
You're going to get shirtless? Are you going to get shirtless?
I got a question. Is he streaming from the sixth ring of hell? Like, what's going on with all the fire? Like, what are we doing?
It plays into it. It plays into it. You have to, once it gets there, you're going to be like, oh my god, really? Like, what the fuck? Like, it is the cringiest thing ever. Again, mind you, there's this guy right here. This guy. Filbert. Let me pick his nose. Beep, beep, beep. He hit 42. 42.
Wow.
Ugh.
Oh, come on.
Do you have anything you would like to just say up front as a starter before we get into anything? Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Is there anything you'd like to say?
I got plenty of questions, but this is your show, so I will let you begin.
Oh,
I have
okay.
plenty.
I got
He's
fatherly
got plenty of questions,
duties as I stream.
But it's my show. All right.
Yes.
That's fair enough. That's
Gotta
a good way
take
to
care of
start. Okay.
Sylvester.
Yes.
All right. So, funny that you bring up.
He just headbutted me to pick him up and then jumps off.
Because obviously,
Thanks, dude.
I tried to get you on this show.
We're in the
back
middle
the
of a
fall,
stream,
and it
brother.
fell apart. You did cancel last minute. Then you wanted to come back on, and at that point, I
He
wasn't
asked me to
interested.
pick him up
But
again, and
we're
he
not
jumped
here
off.
to argue
This
about
guy.
the specifics of what happened there. But I have
Wise
tried to
ass.
have you on, and it didn't work out for whatever reason. So now, this week, I've got you on. All right? And a lot of people are like, this is great. It's the first face-to-face of Rich versus Phil, and they're going to either have it out or maybe this is a plot. They're going to be like buddies now because the casino has turned on Phil. And now Phil's probably looking for allies, right? And he's looking for buddies to team up with against the...
So, and I believe this. I think Phil did want to do that. I think he wanted to go ahead and get people against the Kino Casino. Because the Kino Casino, those guys go ahead and they are... They on that ass. Like if there's content to be made shitting on people, they're there. And DSP is 100%. He is worried. Now with DSP, he has a dedicated group of people that keep him afloat. This guy refuses to get a job. He refuses to do anything to benefit himself and his wife. He's just an all-around lazy piece of shit. Now, if you're not religious, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to cram religion down your throat. But for me, I always pray that there's a heaven and a hell for one reason. I pray that there's a heaven because Sylvester's such a good cat, he deserves it. I pray that there's a heaven because Figaro, my other cat, is also a very good cat. I pray that there's a hell because DSP is such a piece of shit. That's just what I hope for, and I think that is natural. You know, there's the way that he can just legitimately just attack people. Say all of this very nasty and just terrible things and just try to lie blatantly. You know, people thought it was going to be this because of that. Like, no, DSP, it's because that's who you are. That's why people are assuming these things about you because of how you act, because of how you conduct yourself. It's not like people are... That's a good scratch, Sylvester. I love the bell. You know, people aren't just going ahead and just saying this because, oh, I want to hate on Phil. No, they hate you because of your actions. And it's your actions that you never, ever go ahead and take accountability for. And when you do take accountability for them, it's 10 fucking years later. Yeah, yo, I used to go ahead, I used to fucking beg. Like, this dude still claims that his old YouTube account got banned for no fucking reason. And he never asked for AdSense. He legitimately said, like, you have to click and then I get paid. You're asking for people to click the fucking link. Like,
Right.
And it's against TOS. And he tries to sit there and say, I didn't fucking ask. Like, and the reason will be is because, well, I never said I'm asking you to click the link. Huh? You fucking idiot. You fucking mouth drooler. You fucking no-load. Like, yeah, no shit, Phil. You cuck. Like, just, again, just all-around asshole. So far, what are you thinking?
So far, I mean, I mean, it's like he couldn't even get to the show without over-explaining. He couldn't even start his own show without this overdrawn, overlong introduction. And it seems really pointless because it is. He doesn't think so. He thinks it's necessary, of course. RT is just chilling with his matcha drink or whatever he had, right? It's like, I'm sorry, but this is like making a video 101. Just get to the freaking point already. You know, and he's just like, but this is what he does. He has content brain, right? So he feels like if he has to draw it out for as long and as mundane and as whatever adjective, word, whatever synonym, right, as possible, to draw it out and make it as long as possible. Your video, I don't know how long the actual stream was, I'm sure, because there's a lot of different clips
4
in the
hours
video.
and 44
Your video's
minutes.
already 4.5 hours long, over 4.5 hours long. I mean, that's how much content there is to go over because it's like he just does shit. I just feel like that DSP is the guy who just does shit.
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, and he never changes. And when he does change, he just expects it to be like that. To get that
Right.
money, like he tried doing a politics show, sucked. He tried doing a react show, sucked, because his reacts were just him sitting there going, huh? What kind of food is that? Huh? Like the fucking goat laugh. Or he does
basically
this,
anti-talent. That's basically DSP. He
yeah,
is
or
anti-talent.
he does a fucking snake laugh. He goes, like that's all he does. Like it's insane.
The casino, right? That's what everyone's saying. What do you think about that?
Well, I hope to God that you knew from the beginning that was going to happen. I don't think you did, though, because you were essentially in there. You did simp for them for a while, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I found funny is that things that
Phil admitting that he simped for them is like the most honest thing that he said in this stream. It's the most honest thing that he said.
I've just said for years. You make it like I'm going to stalk you and dry hump your front door in the middle of the night. But when PPP said those things at the time, now
Rich,
you're
why you
different
always gotta be
because
so
the
cringe?
fallout and
I
you know
know.
you was calling your wife fat. But back then, it was with them. It was just razzing. What's the difference between when I said something and when PPP said something, which would be just as bad, if sometimes not worse? Why was there a difference with that?
Well, there's two things. Number one, if you have some kind of an arrangement with someone, if you're working business wise with someone,
So I was getting
okay,
a lot of fucking money, and I was
you
getting
know that
tips,
there's a
Rich, and I
mutual
was
benefit
getting
to
shit
being
from you.
associated and making
Fucking
content,
idiot.
then you
That's
give
what that
a few
means.
inches, right?
That's
You'll
what
give
that
a
means.
little bit of leeway. You'll let them get a little bit of a
I
rise.
just summed up
or get a little
everything
bit of a
he's gonna
boost or a little
say
bit of whatever it is
for the next like
on your
5
behalf.
minutes and
Because,
fucking
quite
30
frankly, you're
seconds.
also getting a
He
boost
just did
on
it
their
because he was
behalf
getting
by being
paid. That is
associated
it.
or making content.
Nothing else.
All right.
If he wasn't
But
getting
just
paid,
like everything,
he wouldn't have fucking
there's
done
a
it.
limit to that.
That simple.
And what's happened is,
And now here, explain it.
PPP took it upon himself to keep
Yeah.
pushing those
Explain
boundaries as
who
far
he
as
was.
he possibly could.
What did he do?
Thinking
When?
that he was a big
Where?
shit, basically.
How?
And you could get away
Why?
with it.
But that was at the 11th hour, though, Phil. I mean, there was actually a video of where like you tiptoed into confronting him about what he said about your wife, and you gave him a pass. Also, too, there's a video that Mighty D had.
And again, like this is insane. It's absolute insanity. He's trying to make it seem like, how can I put it? He's trying to make it seem like, fucking. Well, what happened, Rich, is we had a business arrangement. Like, Phil, I don't give a fuck about your business arrangement. You were still getting fucking cucked. Don't get it twisted. Like I don't know. It's insane. It's baffling. And Rich has taken control of this interview. He has taken control.
Basically, yeah. I mean, he's doing a better job at being an interviewee and an interviewer compared to DSP.
Exactly. And it took him 2 minutes.
So 2
Where
minutes, not even 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And this happened multiple times. It wasn't just in his
'Cause he
video.
doesn't
where
have
you
a
would be in their
fucking
Kit
vest.
Chat in like the wee hours of the
idiot.
morning.
Exactly.
Text messaging them or messaging them in their chat like a teenage girl. You were gifting subs. You would go back and forth. You always say that your time, like,
And all this was true.
what were you doing
All
then?
this
You
was
say
true.
your time is valuable.
He would
you
end
say
his
you're very
stream at
busy.
9 and be in
But
the
then
Kino
you were sitting
Casino
there
chat
in their
at like
chat,
2 in the morning.
Essentially just
Insane.
simping, actually. Which
After
is
he
funny.
just
We'll talk
said,
more
"I
about
wanna go
simping
spend
later,
time
but that
with
was
my
very
wife."
strange to me.
No, you don't,
Sure.
asshole.
Well, I guess.
Like,
I guess we've had a good cold
You
open,
get
right?
it.
I guess we'll get into it now, right? We'll actually get into like the format and what this is actually going to be.
sure, Phil.
So, Rich, I have to be honest with you. All right, I'm going to be very honest with you right now.
And this
Okay.
is where it gets
Okay,
super
I do have
cringy.
a plan for this appearance,
Super
and it's
cringy.
nothing whatsoever what you think it is. Okay, but I want you to calm down.
What is
So for oh, I don't know why I did that.
So wait. Let's back it up a little bit. He's saying this is what I'm about to say is not what you think it is, and yet we already went over pretty much everything. And RTU, what he says is checking out pretty clearly, and now he's going to try to change the narrative. That's basically what he's doing right now.
Yes. That's all that DSP does. The narrative is yes.
That's what it does, exactly. And it's like, come on.
So when DSP reached out to the Kino Casino and tried to say like, hey, like I heard you guys are talking shit about Rich, I'd like to join in. He did this whole thing where he was like, oh, I'm gonna take away his fucking chips because it's Kino Casino. So he started doing this thing with all the poker chips. And he held one chip up and he's like, this is your last chip and I'm gonna give this to you. Actually, I'm not gonna give it to you because you're never gonna change. Get fucking felted, bitch. And it was the fucking cringiest thing ever. Just him saying get fucking felted. Terrible. Absolute dog shit, bro. It sucked.
If anybody should be called a Muppet, it's him, because he's made of felt, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, the reason why they say felted, it was like the Kino Casino thing. They say it all the time, so he picked it up from them. He's a fucking parrot. So yeah, he kept saying, "Get fucking felted, bitch," and this is what we get.
I want you to calm down. There's no guests coming on or anything. It's just you and me. I promise you that. Okay? No special, no shocking twists. No, oh my God, gotcha.
Even if there was a guest, that would be fine.
Okay.
Good drink.
So far,
Rich, do you recognize this?
And here's the suitcase for it.
He's not looking. Oh, you don't see me?
Or whatever.
Ah,
Yep,
those are your poker chips, Phil. Yeah.
Correct. This is the briefcase that was used as a prop during the co-op react that I did with Kino Casino back in the summer when we watched your documentary from June the King.
And then, again, he said
basically,
Rich lost all of his
as a
chips.
way
He lost
to
all of them.
humiliate you over the course of that event, where every time that there was something embarrassing that happened, we would take some chips out, right? And
yeah.
At the end,
all
at
the
very
chips.
end, you had one chip left. And I said, this is your chip. I'm going to hold on to it. And I had it on my screen back here. And everything, you know, was around this chip in the casino. And you even called it out in your content. And you said, Phil, you fool. They're not your friends, but you have their memes in your content and all of that. I'm well aware of all that stuff that you said, okay?
Which was true from the beginning. Everyone saw that coming from a mile away. You were a content mill for them.
So, okay.
As you've seen.
Fair enough.
And he's 100% right. They made fun of him openly on stream.
I bring this up for a reason. All right. And we're going to explain it in just a moment.
Fucked with them.
But I have one other question for you before I actually show you.
And again, this is
the briefcase. Okay. And the question is this.
Well, we already saw the briefcase.
Are you familiar with the king snake? The animal. You're not.
Nope.
The king snake.
This dude watched one episode of Animal.
A snake.
Bro, it's
that lures other snakes into its den.
Evan, that's real. That's real. He showed this to Rich. Like, yeah, Rich, I'm just like that fucking snake. I'm a fucking badass. Don't fuck with me, Rich. Snort. Don't fuck with me, Kino Casino. Snort. Don't fuck with me, fucking Tevin, you fucking idiot. Snort.
Lord.
Don't fuck with me, Duty Streams. Fucking moron. Bro.
Who brings on a guest?
Yep.
Just to front them with a freaking snake in the background. I mean, who does that?
DSP.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's
the only one I can think of, certainly.
He always said he wanted to be one of one. Well, he's the only person to do that with a fucking snake on stream.
Exactly.
Like, it's again, but this is who he is.
Yeah.
He's absolutely insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
He's just
He has the social skills of a frickin' toddler. My goodness.
Dangerous snakes.
Back to it.
Snakes that are known to already be predators. Rattlesnakes and others. The king snake uses this trick in order to make those creatures feel safe. And then the king snake surprises those creatures from behind and swallows them.
Rich here with the quick one.
The king
snake
are you swallowing me, Phil?
Oh, hold on. The king snake eats other predators whole.
Definitely don't want to go the wrong way when you swallow Rich. You don't want to go that way.
Okay.
Christ. Dude, it is
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Wow.
is the briefcase.
And here it
Yeah.
comes.
This
The big fucking reveal.
is Andy and Ashton's briefcase.
Oh God.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, today,
Evan, he went on X or Google Images, printed that shit out just to tape into a fucking little play fucking poker set to then show to Rich on stream, and he's sitting here like, yeah, I fucking showed them, they're not gonna fuck with me no more. This is the most delusional thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand how a 42-year-old man can sit here very much so and just think, I fucking showed them. I don't.
Got him.
I honestly don't get it. It is insane. Absolutely insane. The fact that he was just like, yeah, cooked him. Done.
Yeah.
No coming back. No, Kino Casino. You're not gonna fuck with me no more. The fact that he did that, I was like, no way. No way. Even Sylvester, right?
Even Sylvester's like, no way.
Yeah, could you believe it? I couldn't believe it either. But
I couldn't either.
like, here we go. Back
on
to
this
it.
podcast, this is not
All right.
the Level 1 podcast featuring RTU.
Well, it is.
Here it
but
comes.
okay.
Here it
Ladies and
comes.
gentlemen, this is the Level 666 podcast, straight out of fucking hell. Because today, live on the show, it is time to explain to you how over the last 8 months
Fuck.
and the last couple of years, all of my planning has finally come to fruition.
Oh, really?
I robbed Kino Casino.
Wonderful.
I'm
Rich
not kidding.
immediately laughs. I
not
love that. He
kidding.
No,
fucking
I'm
kidding.
dying right now.
Everything that you have seen happen, I
Rich
swear to
Rich
God,
so badly wants
has
to
been
say
part
you're
of
a
my plan
fucking
all
moron,
along.
Phil.
Because all of you think I'm so fucking stupid.
Don't we all?
You all thought that this was some, he
You
got
fool.
fooled. He had the wool pulled over his eyes.
Yeah, he said
I-
cool. There you go. Here's my point.
100% had this planned since day one.
No.
And
Phil,
I am going.
I
You don't believe me.
no, I don't believe you. I've been
No one
watching
does.
you now for
No one.
over a decade.
Yes.
You were
This
full
is-
in on this hook line, and so you called Andy your gaming soulmate.
And he fucking did. He legitimately said that another man was his gaming soulmate. He has a wife that plays video games. That is the cringiest thing I've ever heard. A 42-year-old man. First
I don't
off,
know.
you shouldn't be saying anyone's your gaming soulmate after the age of 24. It's fucking sad. Like,
or ever, really, because
no. If you're
if
12 and you meet a girl and you guys both play Pokemon, you're my
Oh,
gaming
okay, yeah,
soulmate.
that-
I'm
that's
fine
fair
with that. You're
Fair
20.
enough.
You're 42 and you're saying that. Oh fucking Christ! God
Get
help
outta
you,
here.
brother. God help you, brother. And also, a cop recently called in and she said that they have a label for mentally disturbed individuals, and it's called a 220. Phil, you are a 220, my friend. You are a disturbed individual. Get help, brother. Please get
Yeah.
help. You need it. You are tapped in the head. I wish you the best in your padded cell.
Yeah.
God bless.
Now, here's the thing about that photo before we can continue, because I have been aware of this photo. Now, I was not aware of that moment, but I was definitely aware of that photo. Now, that photo is the two hosts, Andy Warski and PPP, I think is his
Yep.
name. Basically drinking and then having a good time and then just taking a picture of themselves shirtless. Now, there is a video that came out, and I don't know whether it's DSP or what. I have to look again. This is all coming at me all at once, so forgive me if I don't know the details correctly. However, there is a video where basically it's like you're in kind of like a hallway or something like that, either a hallway or like a gym locker room or something like that, right? And the guy holding the camera is going around, he holds up the picture that we saw just now,
Yep.
and then he's like commenting on it. And so I was aware of the existence of this photo and that DSP was using it against them. But boy, did I not realize anything about the chips, about the briefcase, about the 6 any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So now to see it in context is like, my God, is this quite just completely royally messed up?
Yeah, he just, again, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. He thought this was a win. He thought.
Now far from it, Phil. You just look way more pathetic.
Exactly.
Way more pathetic. If the devil had a twin brother, he'd disown him. That's how badly you're doing right now.
Rich, I got the receipts.
No,
and we're going to look at them together right now on this show.
Okay.
Are you
I
ready?
would like to see these. Yes, Philip.
This
Is
is
it
the
DSP
briefcase
Christmas?
of Andy and Ashton. And every single time that we go through a topic and I expose them for who they really are, they're going to lose a few chips. And we're going to see at the end how many chips these two had left over. A misery broker. And I know
he
you've
goes
heard me say
ahead
that
and he
before.
goes through this whole thing.
Okay, this is all
trying to
Casters.
explain to them that, like,
This is the most viewers.
oh, like,
the guy backs
yeah,
out
you
of
got to
it.
go ahead.
Okay,
and,
there are all the texts.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So
they're all the
he
texts
tries explaining this, but he can't explain it away, and it gets to the point that Review Tech USA pisses him off, and where's the timestamp?
Yeah.
Right here. Oh yeah, wait,
Yeah.
Wrong number. Here's another timestamp here. This is where things get fucking juicy.
To take control of your destiny is to do rewards for your audience that isn't you eating pizza.
Yes.
Like that those are ways to control your destiny. The way to control your destiny is to make content that's more entertaining. You could say I'm a clown, I'm a buffoon all you want to.
And you
but
are,
me
Rich,
getting,
respectfully.
the tattoo of you near my left ass cheek as you as Dracula from Castlevania is bizarre. Maybe it's a little gay too, that's okay. But it's
extremely.
Like people want entertainment.
Look at that awkward smile.
Right now, you're not. Oh, I know we're going a little off topic here.
That
you're
smile is
offering
the
it.
smile
Did you
of
see
a
the video
man.
where someone said that
That smile is the smile of a man who just wants to go ahead and just fucking just not be there anymore. That's what that is.
Exactly.
he
He
the
wants to
middle
disappear.
manager, Phil. Did you see that video?
No, I don't watch any of those videos. I have no time for it. I'm busy doing this thing here.
And that's
It's,
and that's a lie.
Think about it though.
DSP will constantly reference shit that his trolls fucking do. So he'll constantly be like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying, you guys. They're fucking idiots. Like, I don't fucking understand why they fucking do this shit. Fucking mouth droolers. Fucking idiots. And meanwhile, again, he's saying everything spot on. Like, he's saying everything that the trolls are saying. Like, he's just like, oh, they fucking said this. Oh, they fucking said that. They fucking did this. Blah, 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 blah. Like, they did... Can you guys not fight? Hey. And they just go back to... Shit. I turn around. It's a fucking war. And they're going at each other.
He turns around. They're at each other again.
Yeah, they fucking...
This is what happens when you got cats.
I don't know what
happens.
like they always be fighting, dude. Like not always. I don't know. Sometimes Figaro would just bite his tail. So I don't know. They just do stuff for no reason. It's insane. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. But DSP's an asshole. I'll end it with that.
Yeah, sure.
It's not. Don't even take it as an insult. There's truth to it. Where you're talking about a pizza party, like it's like if you're working in commission sales and you hit a goal, but the reward is
we showed that video.
Your audience watches you eat pizza.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
You see where that's insane?
It's absolutely
Rich,
insane.
There's entire businesses on the internet based on people eating food on camera. You realize this, right?
But Phil, okay,
yeah, but
I
Phil,
understand what you're saying.
They don't charge. And no, Review Tech, you do not see what he's saying. They don't charge $1,500 to order a $20 fucking pizza.
Right.
You do not see what he is saying. Shut up. Like, Evan, I want you to go ahead And Sylvester, I want you to stop. I don't know what you're doing. I don't like it. Side note. But Evan, I want you to go ahead. I want you to beg for money. I want you to get $2,000, and we will eat a fucking kids meal on stream.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
that's fucking insane to me. Like, you're begging your audience to buy you food, to pay your bills, to get $1,500 for 10 streams, or sorry, 10 streams, not 10 days, 10 streams, 10 times in a row. You want to go ahead and get that streak $1,500. And again, he streams 2 times a day, 6 days a week. That's 12. If you hit that goal, that's 1,500. And let's say you get it on the next day. Or the next stream, that's $1,800. Crazy.
Now, for some history, just really quickly, for some history, Ronald Reagan had a slogan that he would, a very derogatory slogan that he would use on poor people who benefit off of government social services. These were called welfare queens. Well, I believe that DSP is in a very similar but slightly differently named category. I would call him a e-begging queen, because that's basically what he is. He's begging all the fucking time, just leeching off his audience pretty much.
Yep.
And depending on them so that he can pay his bills and pay off his debts of $5,000 to the government and $5,000 to a tax attorney.
Yeah, it's insane. It's complete and utter insanity. This is nonsense. I mean, and Rich calls him out, rightfully so. Or jump back into it now.
Well, it's like, let me go see his DSP. You have your DSP tries it on DSP reacts, right?
Yeah,
that's where you put them. One of them at most got 2,000 views. You probably made like 75 cents off of it.
Yeah, because that's not the business. That's the reward. Get it? I've already raised the funding for it, so I can do it.
And how much of that how much is that funding? $1,500.
So then you're solidifying what I'm saying, that the reward for your audience is to watch you eat
People
something
donating.
that they could drive down the street and get themselves.
Because that's what they want. When they watch me do those videos, they see me try a product that maybe they will then get because they want to try it.
Bro,
And
he orders generic fucking pizza.
Hey, I saw you try that, and I went and got it.
Now,
man,
guys,
it was good.
I'm going to be
Or the flip
tasting
side, man, I
fucking
couldn't believe
Domino's
it was that bad.
cheese
I had to try it
pizza.
for myself, and man, it was really bad.
Who the fuck
or,
hasn't
hey, I
eaten
was
a
gonna
cheese
get
pizza
that,
from
but
fucking
didn't
Domino's?
because I saw your video,
I
and now I
mean,
realize it's bad. So thanks
good.
for saving me the trip.
It's not great, but it's good.
But
It's
we're
mid.
not here to argue about the validity of DSP tries it. We're here.
Each their own, but I get it.
Yeah, Evan, I want you to get $1,500, and we're gonna get fucking tuna fish sandwiches from fucking 3 different restaurant chains. We're gonna go to fucking. We're gonna try Wegmans. Then we're gonna go to Shaw's and Star Market, and we're gonna try the different tuna fish sandwiches. And we need $3,000 though to try it. So that means we have to hit our goals every day, guys. We need that money. We really do. We need that money. Like, this guy's what an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, what a delinquent.
Now, guys, we're going to be trying out the sauerkraut. We're going to go to a bunch of different sauerkraut places. We need to raise the money, all right? We need to do this so that we can get up to our goals.
If he saw this right now, he'd be like, huh? I've never eaten tuna fish. He would hyper-focus on the most random thing, like, huh? I don't even play on PlayStation. I play on Xbox. Fucking idiot. Like, that's what he would do. Such a fucking scumbag.
Take a look at the receipts.
Can we talk about your microphone setup too as well?
Who cares about my microphone setup? What are you talking about?
Because you've given me a lot of flack about this microphone setup, but this is actually technically the correct way. It ties
in front of me. I have 8 months of private conversations with the casino, exposing that.
And you can tell. So again, this is why I said he wanted to go ahead and get ahead of these emails. He wanted to show this stuff first to defang the Kino Casino emails. He wanted to do this stuff to get ahead of it and take the steam out. And later on, there's emails, or not, DMs. I keep saying emails because he always used to tell people, "You gotta fucking email me, idiot." But there was DMs with about It's a Gundam where the Kino Casino's shitting on him, and yeah, it's just all, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And DSP is, you can see now he's getting frustrated with Rich because Rich doesn't want to look at him. He just wants to talk shit about things that he does. And this is where it gets good.
Them for their idiotic attitudes, the things that they said to insult people that will get them in hot water. We've got all kinds of. You want to talk about my microphone? You're for real right now.
Well, yeah, because it kind of ties into the, like, I know you're being disingenuous, making it like this is a master plan.
Fake laugh.
Even with small things, it's not about who gives a shit about the microphone. Who gives? But the point is that you're disingenuous, Phil. First off, you're not using your. Hold on one second.
He's trying to be loud.
Doing it right
trying
now.
to,
my luscious drink here.
He's trying to play it off, but he's doing it right now. He is being disingenuous.
Yeah. So he tries to laugh loud while he's talking to go ahead and to interrupt him, to throw him off. That's very, very blatant that's what he's doing. Then you look at, excuse me, then you look at the fact that Rich is like, well, let me talk, and he's still trying to laugh like as if what he's saying is not important. It's fucking stupid. Huh? So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to just shit on him the whole time. And you see it. 100%.
You're using your dynamic microphone right now like a shotgun mic. Actually, if you watch PPP, he also has a dynamic microphone like you and I have. If you watch other podcasters, this is how you're supposed to have the mic. It's also supposed to be very close to your mouth because dynamic microphones mitigate how much audio is around the room.
Yep.
I know. I'm well aware of this, Rich. I can do it too.
But you're not, though, because I'm looking at you right now on screen.
Because I don't want the mic up my ass when I do my podcast, Rich. It still sounds good, and I don't have to suck the mic.
So, no, it doesn't. Your mic actually sounds worse than your previous mic. Many people.
And yes, many people, when he got the new microphone, a bunch of people were like, your old mic sounded better. And he's like, bunch of fucking trolls, man. Bunch of fucking idiots. And the reason why he bought that microphone, because Triple P has it. But don't worry, DSP played them. He wanted to do this the whole time. The whole time.
All time.
Bullshit. Complete bullshit. So, I mean, can't make this shit up, people. Can't make this shit up.
People have said it. You're using your mic wrong, and I feel like you're using your mic wrong just out of pride to get back at me and other people that are telling you
100%.
Phil, put the mic, get a different stand, put it so it's here
let me
near
put my
your
head
mouth,
down
and you don't have to have
like a
these
fucking
8 billion
child
different
because
filters
I
in
don't like
OBS.
hearing the truth.
That makes it
I'm
sound
42
like
and I still can't be
you sound
told
like
no.
you're going through puberty again.
Yeah.
Your voice sounded
Just saying that
significantly
his face
fuller
is
and better
so
before.
red right now.
So Rich said something there. It sounds like you're going through puberty again. I think physically he did. Mentally he did not. I think DSP is still has the mental fortitude of a 12-year-old. Legitimately. I think he has the anger of an 8-year-old, and I think he has the mental fortitude of a 12-year-old. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, this shit is just, it's insane. And, like, you saw that whole new emote in the chat, guys. New emote in the chat. DSP. Oh. Like, insane.
You know, and it who cares about the mic? It stand in and of itself. It just shows, Phil, how you're disingenuous and why I can't believe you about this whole master plan.
The mic is what shows
Yes.
I'm disingenuous. And that's why you can't believe the evidence I'm about to show you.
Yes. Also, we could go into too when you got that mini PC. When you just make up facts
Folks,
off the top of your
Folks,
head.
if anything, all right, let it be.
And again, now he goes ahead and he tries to get the audience. He tries to get them on his side by saying, now, folks, this guy, fucking loser, dude. Fucking mouth drooler, fucking idiot. Huh? Like, you know, and then he's... He sounds like the teacher from Jimmy Neutron. Carl.
Oh yeah, Miss Fowler. Yeah.
DSP, don't do that.
Get a better shot, Mike.
Fucking,
He said,
what a fucking,
I
what a
tried to get Rich
fucking
involved in this because
dweeb.
I thought he would add something. I thought he'd be
Yeah.
interested
He
in
is
what
a
I've done
dweeb.
here.
Yeah, he's trying to
But I
apologize
guess
to his
he's
audience
more
because
No,
interested
of what
I'm
Rich said.
arguing
interested. I'm
little
interested.
idiosyncrasies of nonsense. This is what he thinks is entertaining to the internet.
No,
This is
It's not
amazing.
idiosyncrasies. It's not
He's just
idiosyncrasies.
explaining to the
Phil,
audience what he's right
what about?
there.
Can I ask a question? Now that mic stand that boom arm that you got, you realize I actually found it. I have it right here. You spent how many hours and you ended up breaking the
felt
boom
it.
arm, right?
He felt
Hey.
right through his dome, like,
Yeah, so wait, real quick. This is the face of a kid who just broke his mom's fucking vase, and he's trying to hide his eyes, and then he's gonna move his hands and be like, "Oh shit, it's still fucking broken." DSP, I got one thing to say to you, bud. Get fucking felted. Get fucking felted, bitch.
oh
And,
man.
and guess what? Hey, DSP, me, Evan, in the Detractorverse. Guess what? We're hanging and banging, brother.
Oh man.
Why do you make your audience do your work for you instead of you
Yes.
looking up? It's a
Folks.
sure broadcast one mic. Hold on,
Folks.
don't say folks. Don't say folks yet. Don't say folks yet.
And he's
There's
right.
a minute and 30-second mic video. Why couldn't you look that up?
He's getting so red in the
Instead
face.
of having
He's
a
all red in the
multi-hour
face
stream
because he
where
knows.
where you, like
he
your
knows
audience's
he's
time you
cooked
have
right
to
now.
understand is valuable.
Rich
Like,
is hitting him with
I
straight
got
facts.
a flash cart that I found in a drawer. I had to find new firmware for it. Not going to get. Point being is that I looked into things
Yeah.
myself, looked it up myself. I didn't fire up a stream and say, "Hey guys, watch me be a dumbass and look how to make this this flash cart work."
And that's where Rich went wrong because he said something derogatory. Watch me be a dumbass, and that's where DSP was like, "Fuck this guy! You're gonna insult the don't forget about his crown over his left shoulder there. You're gonna insult the fucking king, you fucking mouth drooling idiot."
These all tie into why anyone with a modest intelligence is not
Yes.
going to be like, "Man, Phil was getting the one up on them."
Rich.
Because you, what? Yes, please talk to me, Phil.
For a decade, you had a channel called Review Tech USA. And in
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes that you have wasted of everyone's time, you have reviewed more tech than you did in your entire decade on your own.
And that's not true. Review Tech.
It's not true.
Yep. You were saying?
Yeah, no. He says, okay, and I just noticed it just now. He says that you have reviewed tech 5 minutes into the show more than your entire channel. You have been explaining for 5 minutes in this video more than you should have just moved the fuck on into the video itself. I mean, it's all projection with this guy. He
100%.
projection.
100%. And again with Rich, I mean, you know, he's hitting the nail on the head. DSP, he doesn't try. He's lazy.
No.
He's a bum. He's a broke bum. That's what he is. And like he's just so he has the most fragile ego. He'll tell you it's Italian because he always tries to claim he's fucking Italian. He'll try to tell you it's not fragile, it's fragile. But he's just such a broke bum, and he's fucking felted. He's a husk of a man. Someone said that on Kino Casino. They read it. They're like, he's a fucking husk of a man, and it's so true. Like, there's nothing manly about this guy. He's not. He's fucking. The sound of his piss hitting a fucking urinal probably sounds feminine. I got that from the movie Other Guys, but it's fucking spot on. This guy.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
This guy
Good movie.
makes eating steaks at a barbecue, which is one of the most American things that you can do, he makes it look Korean. Like, that's just how, like, fucking feminine and just how un-American this guy is. Like, this dude is, like, you know, when people think of American culture, you know, the stereotypical, like, old school, like, he tries to act like he's this old school American. Let me preface that. He tries to act like he's this hardworking, you know, like, all-American guy. Phil, you're not that. You never worked a day in your life. You're not that stereotypical 1940s, 50s, 60s fucking American household. Like the white picket fence, the two kids in the fucking small house. That's not you. You're a fucking broke fucking bitch bum who goes ahead and fucking sits on the internet all day begging for money because you're too lazy to go get a fucking job with your horse wife. Like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, seriously. Like, again, this is the shit that's just nonsense. Like, he just doesn't want to work. Like, again, he tries to project that he's this hardworking American. He's all this stuff, but DSP is about as American as someone born and raised in South Korea for over 70 years. That's about as American, or that personified Hulk Hogan. I am a real American. That's what DSP thinks being an American is, and DSP is fucking South Korean, if anything.
Yeah. Well, we want to preface. There's nothing wrong with South Korea. We love.
There's nothing wrong with South Korea.
The North Koreans, now they, whatever. But the South, we're cool. We're cool with them.
Yeah, no, but I'm just.
War. We're all good there.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be like offensive. You could switch the country out. Fucking Egyptian. Well, let's say he's
do whatever
Egyptian.
You need to do.
DSP,
just so we're clear.
DSP
which Korea we're talking about.
DSP is more fucking Egyptian than he is American. Like, he thinks he thinks he's this, like, the Hulk Hogan theme song personified. When it comes down tonight, like, he thinks that's what he is, and he's fucking not. He's 110% not fucking that. Because why? He's a broke fucking bum. All he is, a broke fucking bum.
I'm a real American, right? Yeah. I'm a real American. I have the rights of every man. I have to put the shotgun up my ass.
Yeah. Again, he tries to act like he's this, like, again, all-American fucking hard-working guy. DSP's never fucking worked a day in his life.
No. But and he needs to get a job. So.
Yeah. Get a job, DSP, you fucking parasite.
Get a job.
All right, we're going to go back to it.
Own channel.
Okay. But that still doesn't take away from what I'm saying right now.
You are the master of bad timing and how to make things that are exciting incredibly fucking boring. Good God.
I'm sorry. DSP does that with every fucking game.
And that's you right now, bud.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
DSP has taken games that have great stories, great gameplay mechanics, and has gone, huh? What? I did nothing wrong. I did everything right. And tried to make it seem like the developers are the ones who are fucking assholes because they tried to make the game fucking challenging. Because at the end of the day, he's so dumb that he couldn't find his own ass with both hands on a map and a fucking flashlight, let alone go ahead and beat a game on easy mode.
Yeah, right.
The cuck. Alright, back to it.
God, man. Don't you understand?
How is it boring when I'm saying things like you?
Oh my God!
You
Dude,
said
aliens would be landing outside, and you would be talking about.
If aliens landed outside, they would say, "DSP, it's time for you to come home." Blah 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 blah. They'd fucking go ahead and like.
You should probably get a job quadrant.
Yeah,
please do something useful with your life, you loser.
They'd be like,
we're gonna put this in the report.
They'd be like, DSP, we fucked you up your hairline. It's fucking crooked. Blah 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 blah. Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh fuck it. What a broke fucking bum.
How your stove is malfunctioning? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We are not.
Sorry. Yeah. DSP's fucking. Everything in his house was fucking dilapidated. He had a fucking toilet that was broken. He had a shower that was fucked. He had a garbage disposal that broke. This dude's house is fucking being held together by fucking the loads that he shoots before streaming and fucking Jasper's cat's fucking claws. That's what it's being held together with. He was too cheap to get fucking duct tape.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
And yet he's talking about your fucking broken stove. DSP, everything in that house is broken. Jasper's claws are fucking broken. Fucking cat's weight is fucking broken. Your fucking hairline is broken. your fucking toilet's broken. Your fucking garbage disposal's broken. DSP, name one thing that you haven't touched that hasn't gone to shit, you fucking idiot.
Oh, brother.
This fucking bum. It's what he is. He's a fucking bum. Everything in that house is fucking broken. Oh man, fuck. Holy fuck, dude. DSP. Yeah, the most broken thing though in that fucking house is that fucking hairline. It looks like look at this fucking thing. Look at it now. Oh my god, that looks like a railing that you would grind in a Tony Hawk game to get some fucking speed. Look at that. It's that one map on Tony Hawk that you go downhill, and once you get past the finish line, it puts you at the top of the hill again. That's what that reminds me of. Holy shit, DSP, you fucking broke bum.
Here to talk about a microphone, you incredible buffoon.
YouTube's gonna lose with all
Could
the
you
cursing.
stop for 5 seconds and
Don't get
just
angry. I'm
stop
not angry.
wasting everyone's time so we can
Don't
actually
get
talk about the
angry.
This
subject
fest is
matter?
hot as shit.
I am not angry. You also talk. It's what I'm trying to tell you,
The
Phil,
fake laugh.
is that you see why it's hard to
All right.
believe you. You also just recently said you can't have another Castlevania marathon.
Move it up
There's
higher.
only 4 classic Castlevania games.
Rich,
Yeah.
Is that
We ha-
true, Phil?
we have several topics to choose from. All right.
So
We do.
notice
I
one
would like
thing
to
though.
let you choose.
Notice one thing. It goes 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So there was things that he went through, and he was probably like, "Well, I look like a fucking idiot in this one, guys." Snort. So I mean, yeah. At least he's not. At least he's only 99% fucking unaware of things. Fucking dunce. Oh, this guy grinds my gears, Evan. Grinds my gears.
Grind your gear.
Yep.
Yeah,
Here's a topic
I can
that
see
we
why.
can delve into first. Okay, which topic would you like to delve into? We've got
I'd rather
Mudahar.
kill myself, but that's just me.
It's a Gundam, which is a
Don't
nice one.
say
because
that.
apparently
You
It's a
can't
Gundam
say
was
that on
coming their
YouTube,
show
Evan.
On Friday.
You have to
I'd
say,
be interested
"I want to
see
commit
what she has to
Sudoku."
say about him.
Prick.
Shout out
In
to
Minecraft.
Instagram. He's my dude.
Oh,
Minecraft.
good job. Yeah, in
Metaker,
Minecraft. In
and how
yeah,
they basically
Minecraft.
assault this
Minecraft.
guy constantly and think that he's the end all be all of content. 2 entire folders of their incredibly awful ideas that I had to keep shutting down because they were
One
so
of the-
bad.
$5. One of the awful ideas was take your wife out for dinner. You guys, you know it's fucking money, right? Another awful idea was
brother.
change fucking Jasper's litter box. That's probably another awful idea. Fucking bum.
Man.
PPP incredibly embarrassing himself because he actually thought that like we were like bosom buddies or possibly he's gay. I'm not sure. We'd have to see there. And then basically how it fell
Wait,
apart.
wait, push him out of the closet.
DSP, you play a game where you collect JPEGs of sweaty wrestlers. You're the last person on this planet that can say another man is gay.
Yeah. Let alone out them. I mean, come on.
DSP,
What are we doing here?
DSP, sir, you are fucking felted.
Also things that they
Indeed.
said about Keemstar that I think you'll find pretty interesting. Or we could just look at the very few things that I talked about with Warski. Because we barely ever spoke. I'm telling you, like it was such minuscule stuff. Where would you like to begin?
Are any of those as embarrassing as when you pressure your audience to donate so your wife doesn't have to cook dinner?
Oh, they're actually way more embarrassing.
Cooked. Hey,
Burn.
this guy right here, the 42-year-old man with the fucking ugly sweater and the broken hairline. Guess what? You just got fucking felted, bitch. Ba-dum-ba.
Wow.
Get fucking felted, you fucking idiot. Oh, back to it.
Because I do that publicly as an act to entertain, while these things were done behind the scenes.
Jot that down. Begging. Begging is an act, Evan. You ever heard of Shakespeare? Fucking loser. Fucking loser. Yeah. Shakespeare wrote what, Romeo and Juliet? Yeah. Why didn't Shakespeare go on the stage and say, "To be or not to be, a broke bum bitch. Give me that money. I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I need it now. For the electric bill, the internet bill, my phone just vibrated."
I owe it $5,000 to my tax attorney.
Oh, wonderful people of the audience. I come to you in dire need. I need $1,500 to go ahead and eat a Domino's pizza in front of all. This will go ahead and not only buy my pizza, but it will pay for my 2 big bills. The electric bill, the internet bill, and other bills that will proceed once I pay the WWE Champions tax. I love Hogan. I love Hogan Sweaty. I love Hulk Hogan All-American.
Yes.
Me and Hulk Hogan, not only are we hanging, but we are also banging, brother.
Yes.
With a fucking skull in his hand.
As you do. As you do.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Scenes in good confidence. So that's the difference.
All right, so you know what, Phil? Show me something, man. Show me. I want you to show me why you called Strangely Lex a slut too. When I show more skin as a matter. I show more skin. Than
That's
she
not
does.
in here because that just happened recently. We didn't even talk about that behind.
All right. I don't know if you know about this, but for everyone that's listening that doesn't know, there is a streamer. She is bisexual. She has been very open about her sexuality on stream. DSP said that she was a lesbian. Why did DSP say that she was a lesbian? Well, from his words, not mine. If she was to say that she is a lesbian, then simp guys would not donate to her because they don't have a chance. But if she says that she's bisexual, then they might think I have a chance. So DSP claimed that she is not actually bisexual. She is faking it. She is 100% a lesbian. He didn't say 100%, but he did say, like, she's a lesbian. That's what he said. And he said it with full guarantee. He also called her a fucking slut, like Rich said. And then he also proceeded to say, I didn't see any of her streams. He said to Triple P from the Kino Casino, he said, I've never seen any of her streams. It's because someone told me in the chat that she was doing squats. So I guess if you do squats, it doesn't matter where you do squats. If you do squats as a woman, you're a fucking slut, per DSP. So there's that. Then the other thing was, excuse me. So yeah, he called her a slut, and DSP has used that language as going far back as when he was a young 20-year-old, which is absolutely insane. And again, he claimed that he didn't know and someone in his chat told him. But when people in his chat were fucking telling him about Derek, one of his biggest fans, having playlists called Little Girls. That was the name of the playlist. It was called Little Girls, and it was little girls doing innocuous things. They were playing on the playground. They were playing with fucking toys. This man said, it is not my business to go ahead and to investigate all of my viewers. Yeah, but if someone does it for you and presents the evidence that this fucking creep is in your chat and he has playlists called Little Girls, not fucking if it was like Hentai Haven compilation, I'd rather it be that. I'd rather it be a hentai compilation, for the love of Christ. Rather it be little girls. It is downright disgusting. And he defended this guy, and even DSP even said that he is sad that he has to ban Derek. He is sad. You should never be sad. If R. Kelly showed up in our chat, we did a live stream, R. Kelly showed up in the chat, he's banned. The quote one DSP, ban, gone forever. That's R. Kelly. That's how we would treat him. But DSP would go, I'm sad because he was such a nice guy. DSP, that guy is problematic, and you know it, and you don't want to do it because he kisses your ass and it helps your fucking fragile ego that you're gonna claim as Italian and say it's fragile. It's a fragile fucking ego, and you rather keep a fucking pedophile. I gotta edit that out now. A PDF file, son of a bitch. You rather keep a PDF file with a playlist that is called Little Girls in your chat rather than do some research. And when people tell you, and again, you didn't believe anyone, or you claimed you didn't believe anyone, although there is proof that you followed him on Twitter, where all he does is he posts adult videos. Derek posts adult videos and wrestling. That's all he posts on his Twitter. It is just nothing but, oh, I really love this scene where Big Dong Dominic. I love the scene with at Big Dong Dominic and at Flexible Lex. I really love this scene. One of my top 5. And that's a real tweet that he would put out there. And this guy, again, DSP, people told you about it. You denied it. And then when they tell you that, oh, Lex is a slut, you immediately say, oh, she's a slut. See how that works?
Oh.
See how that works? I find that to be very funny.
Behind the scenes. We only talked about that on the show. So what you've seen there on, Smart Guys.
There's nothing to see.
There was nothing behind the scenes to talk about. So
that was just you being salty, but okay.
So what would you like to talk about here? Or should I just
Rich.
pick one? By the way, for the record, everyone's telling me to just dump you from the show because you've already derailed it so poorly, and they just want me to do this for myself. But I'm keeping you on here out of good faith.
Yeah,
I highly doubt it.
And
What
watch,
would you like to
Phil,
Rich has a trap card.
Phil, you have over 1,300 viewers
He
right
has a
now.
trap
I'm
card.
not seeing.
Rich,
and
get
the
him.
only one seeing is maybe
Get
because a
him.
couple people who want Ethan Ralph to come on, but no one's saying to dump me from the show. This is the most viewership. Like, you would need to do like 6 streams to get this much viewership.
They're not here for
Cooked.
you, though, Rich.
Cooked.
They're not here for you.
Cooked.
I hate to tell you.
So you get this much.
I can assure you, given name recognition, the algorithm, how it all works, we're all hustling. We're all trying to figure it out. I have no doubt that people clicked on it because of the fact that he had RTU on the show. There's no way that in normal circumstances that they're just watching him complain and over-explain and shit talk all over because all 13,000 people are going to want to watch that. It's like, get a clue. Get a clue, DSP.
I mean, there are some people that do. There are some people that do come in just to watch his content unironically, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I don't know how people can sit there, hear this guy snort, hear this guy beg, and say, oh man, I had a great day today, hon. You know what I did? I went to work and DSP streamed and I listened to him go, now guys, we only have $54. Do you want me to hit the hat goal today? Do you want to see me put on the vest? He doesn't do it anymore. I just did this just to bring it back. But, he used to have the goals. Like, imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, what happened today? Oh, my day was great. I woke up. I had chocolate chip pancakes. You know how much I love chocolate chip pancakes. I had my favorite drink, orange juice. I went to work. Work was great. DSP, he hit the goal. He was able to put on a fucking vest and play fucking Call of Duty poorly. With the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fucking skins. It was awesome. My day was fucking complete. Oh, fuck's sake. Phil, cry me a fucking river.
Viewership every day?
No, it's because I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I mean, you being on this, I'm doing this as a service to you because I did use you as the way to get this entire arc started. So I felt like it would be a respectful thing to do to have you on the show while I go through this. But I mean, if you're not interested...
Press 1 if you want me to stay. Press 2 if you want me to go.
So, I mean, if you're not interested, if you just want to talk about mics and shit, we could do that on another show, but that would not be this one, okay? So what would you like to do?
Right there, DSP just drew a line in the
There's
sand.
mostly ones here, Phil. There's only a handful of twos.
And he got his chat against him.
Are you
Everyone
pick
said
a topic,
one. Keep him there.
Do I pick or do I dump you from the show? Those are the 3 options. You pick, I pick, or you get...
And now he's playing hardball.
I pick or dump you from the show.
Yeah, and it's all because of why Rich is not doing what he wants to do. This guy is a dictator. We got to get him the same outfit as King Jong-un. That's what we got to do. We got to get him a little... or like a little Fidel Castro outfit. That's what we got to do. We got to get him that.
Oh my god.
This little dictator. This little dictator here.
Yeah, the full Gaddafi garb with all the medals and the hat and everything.
Instead of Dark Side Phil, Dictator Side Phil.
For real. For real.
Oh, let's jump back into it.
You get dumped. What would you like to do?
You could pick a topic and then I'll pick the next one. How about that? Let me ask you a question. Oh no, here's a good one. You keep on saying, even recently in a video you just made a few weeks ago, that I'm on drugs when I don't even take edibles anymore. I haven't for the past 5 months. Why do you keep
I believe
saying
that. I do believe that you're off drugs. Right now you seem pretty coherent and clear, so
Yeah,
you know.
Rich wasn't gonna
absolutely.
Rich has cooked a lot during this, but Rich wasn't gonna fuck this up. He wasn't gonna take edibles, and there's been times where Rich has gone fucking zooted on fucking stream. I've seen some streams where this dude's high as a fucking kite, and if there was ever a time to stop, it would have been now. But again, like you said, he hasn't used it in months. I didn't know if it's 5 months. I don't know. I'm deep in the RTU lore, but I haven't been over there in a while. I got to get re-educated. But like, even if, let's say he was. Oh, bro, he would have gone on a week binge to not get high just to make sure he was clear for this. He's wanted this for so long.
That's true.
Now,
You're definitely not on drugs.
You just
right
this wasn't even a month ago. It was February 24th. You've even said that I drank weed seltzers. Why would you say things that aren't true, that you don't know about?
I from what I've seen on your streams, you were drinking weed seltzers in the past. I don't know specifically what you're referencing, so I can't answer.
Phil, I've never had a weed seltzer in my entire life.
So I didn't know that. Do you want me to pick a topic, or are you going to pick one?
You could pick it. You didn't know that, but you went with it, though.
All
okay,
right.
continue.
So we'll start at the beginning. The whole point here, and this is what I want you guys to understand, is when I started working with the casino, all right, the big idea was the co-op react to Rich's documentary. And that was the gold mine, and we all knew it, right? We knew this was going to be the big one, right? And then after that happened, it's like, well,
really what it was is DSP got fucking felted because Rich criticized him like most people, and Rich at the time was down bad. Rich had this whole beef with his editor Jay Hoof, and he was DSP wanted to kick him while he was down because DSP is on level 1. If there's a video game analogy, DSP is level 1, and Rich was the tutorial. That's how bad it was. And DSP wanted to kick him while he was down. And that's what he did. He kicked him while he was down, and he did his thing, and he did it with the Kino Casino because he couldn't do it on his own. He couldn't be like, hey, Rich, you fucking idiot. I don't appreciate you making fun of me, you fucking asshole. He needed the Kino Casino to back him up. Like Charlie's Angels or something. Like, it had to be three of them against one. So, again, insane. Back to it.
What are we going to do next? And for me, it's like, well, you guys know what I can do. I play games. I could do that. So anything gaming related, I'm down for. But they said, well, we're the drama guys, right? We're going to come up with all these ideas of guests and things that you're going to interact with. So the very first one they had is, let's hit right now. Let's strike when the iron is hot. Let's actually get Mudahar to do a co-op with us. We're going to do Chain Together with Mudahar, who's talked about you over and over the years. And it's going to be epic. It's going to be so awesome that Mudahar is going to be in the content, okay? And so here it is. We thought that we would do Chain Together, and, you know, they say Mudahar is going to be in it because he's, like, the biggest guy in their Rolex, okay? I'm just paraphrasing because we don't want to read word for word here. Like I said, I'm going to drop the files at the end of the show so everyone can read them for themselves, word for word. That's why
and this is a very disingenuous thing that he does. He doesn't want to read it word for word because it would make him look bad with the context. So he wants to paraphrase, like where it says, "Fuck it, I'll DM him about it unless you say." He meant to say to hold off. Like, he'll take something like that and he'll be like, I offered to help. I offered to help, but he never told me to. So I asked him, I'll help, I'll do anything, and he'll make it like he's the biggest hero. And then meanwhile, it just says, fuck it, I'll DM him about it. And that's the whole post. But he'll make it seem like he saved a baby. Right. There was a fire. He put it out. Piano King crashing down. Saved Cat. Reclawed Jasper. Like, crazy stuff. Crazy.
There's dates and everything here, okay? There was a little bit of nonsense, and it was my fault because accidentally I didn't even know I had Mudahar blocked on Twitter, and I already publicly apologized for that. I didn't know that.
You probably already knew.
Here's what ends up happening.
He did it because he criticized him.
We're going to do Chain Together with Mudahar.
Checks out.
Mudahar cancels last second. Like, literally last second. Now, doesn't tell me why Mudahar canceled.
So, Kino Casino, again, they talk with Mudahar, they talk with all these guys. it's crazy. They talked to him, but he decided not to do it when one person was added. Wait, the Rizzler. The Rizzler. I wonder why.
Well, here's my question, which is like, okay, he's talking about this, but was he supposed to be like a host with them? Like, why is he framing it like that?
So I think this is another theory. I think I think so. He's been pretty much like trying to do more talking, trying to do more of the podcasting stuff and playing less games because he doesn't want to play games anymore. And he wants to get into podcasting. And I think he genuinely looked at the Kino Casino as a way to get out of the gaming into just straight podcasting. He has said before multiple times he can't keep playing games forever. At some point, the games are going to stop. And he hates games. He doesn't like playing them. He's made it very apparent that he's fucking miserable doing it. But guess what, Evan? He's a fucking bum.
Of course.
But, yeah. Back to it now.
But says, well, we'll try to reschedule, but we want to try to rush it before the end of the month. What ends up happening, all right, is Mudahar literally stops talking to these guys entirely. 100%. Won't answer them, won't get back to them. Then, within one day, Mudahar deletes his entire Twitter account.
Yep.
Now, I had been talking, only once I had a conversation with Mudahar behind the scenes, and he had actually publicly apologized to me and said, hey, FYI, if the only thing that's really bad about you is that you've been begging for contributions on the internet and you were a little dishonest with your viewers, I'm okay with, that's fine, let's jump on, let's do this, chain together gameplay or whatever with the casino.
And I think it was because he was going to ask Phil about, I think he kind of kissed his butt a little bit. Because I think he wanted to ask him directly, Phil, tell me about Down for the Rafters. And he wanted to just, he wanted to cook him. Again, my Theo theory.
Right.
No. But then within 24 hours, the guy backs out of it and deletes his entire Twitter account. So immediately, the first idea that I'm going to do and work with these guys supposed
that
to be big.
wasn't the reason. Okay, this is boring. That wasn't the reason that he deleted his Twitter account.
Good job, Rich.
You're doing a good job, but my God,
the harassment he got, and that people were being so nasty about certain things. I get that, and I'm not saying that's why he deleted his Twitter account. I'm saying this is the first.
The more DSP talks, the more Rich is fighting the demons of not getting high on edibles.
I know.
Look at this. Look at his face right now. His face right now. He's like, "Fuck! I should have taken an edible."
I know.
I should have fucking taken it for dealing with this fucking idiot.
Rich is the everyman in this situation. They all feel his pain. I'm feeling it. You know.
Same. Rich, God bless, sir.
First,
God bless.
Actual thing that happened with these guys after the co-op react to your documentary. This is supposed to be our first big thing, and immediately it falls apart. Like, immediately it just doesn't happen. They can't contact the guy. They can't get him back. For some reason, this is supposed to be the biggest guy in their Rolodex.
Remember when I said that everything DSP touches breaks? Still range
and
true.
Clearly this fell apart because
he's a piece of shit.
He's ghosting now. Okay? So now we'll move on. I think there was like one more here, but these are just me going through with them saying, look, he deleted his Twitter. I hope that had nothing to do with us. And you know what? So Worski says, I think he chickened out because he can't handle the heat.
Detractors.
That's what Worski said right
here.
Like
a lot.
Yep.
In these texts.
Yep.
And it's like, okay,
so
but first of all, I don't think you even know what that word means, number one. Number two, who's detracting from what here?
So I think I know where he got that word from.
Yeah.
But I'll pull that up in a second. I'll pull it up before we end. We're almost done with this, but yeah, that's what he calls his trolls. He calls them detractors. And it's fucking hilarious. And I'll tell you where he got that from, but just remember this one thing before I show you. DSP has always been the underdog. Just remember that. DSP has always been an underdog, and he's 42, so you do the math, 25. Yep. He would have been 17. All right, so 25, he's 43, then 15 plus 8. So he would have been 18 in the year 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think if I did that math right. 25. Then
I think you did.
Yeah, so he would have been
Right.
18 in 2000. So he grew up in the 80s. He grew up in the 90s. And there's someone specific in that era that time was very popular in the news. And we'll get to it. Promise.
Here, that Mudahar
But
can't
Phil,
handle the heat of doing it.
These are all nothing burgers. Where is the damning stuff here?
We're gonna go. We're going through a lot of stuff. Relax. Relax. And then here, well, I'm trying to find it. He basically says, I think that. Oh, this is Josh Moon. He says the baby.
He's just like, I need that so bad. I need something to drown my misery out of my body.
Yeah, DSP does this thing where he does like it's like a sensory overload thing where he just constantly throws shit at you to the point that like you just want to say one of two things. You want to say, Phil, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, I don't fucking care, or Phil, I don't even remember what the fucking question was. And he's hoping for the second one. He's hoping that you forget what you were asking, what you were saying, or what the fuck you were even talking about. He wants to be in control of everything. He has such a fragile ego that he has to be in control of everything. You can't be in control of nothing. Phil has to be in control of everything. It's that simple.
He is a god.
Basically, the detractors.
Yeah, he thinks he is.
Contacted Mudahar en masse, and he thinks that he pussied out because your detractors contacted him. That's what PPP says. Okay?
Screen share that link that I sent you. I want you to explain it to me.
I'm not screen sharing any links. We're not doing any bullshit that you want to do. It's not your show.
Why is you not doing? It's not my show, but you brought me on.
All right. So
I think Phil, I think you thought this was
He's
going to be
afraid
like
of
some
open
battered
discussion.
wife.
He
Like,
wants to
yes,
control
let's go.
everything.
I don't care.
You hit the nail on the head. He is scared of an open discussion. He doesn't want to discuss his wrongdoings. What he wants to discuss is simply how he brought Rich on here because he thought Rich was going to be pissed at Kino Casino for everything they said, as pissed off as this fucking feeble man is. So he brought him on just to go ahead and to be like, oh, fucking blah, blah, blah. I fucking went ahead and, I brought Rich on here and we fucking felted the Kino Casino. And it's not it, dude. Rich is not buying it. He's not behind your bullshit. Sorry, Philbert.
Sorry.
About I really don't give a shit. I don't care about.
Look. Huh?
He fucking yeeted him. He yeeted him. And then let's hear this snarky shit.
Okay. So, I guess we'll continue on. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I tried, everyone. Really, I did. I tried to make it entertaining. That man is not entertaining in any way, shape, or form. I really wanted to give him an honest shake, but he's an idiot. Okay?
Yeah, well,
wow.
All projection,
he really did not
again.
want to play ball. He did not want to have any fun. That guy is a loser. That's sad, because I was trying. I mean, not that I want to be that guy's best friend or anything.
We need a DSP bell. Every time he says something that applies to him, you hear ding.
But you heard it right there. He didn't want to
But
play
I mean,
ball.
holy shit, dude.
He didn't want to play ball. That's what it was.
You know.
It was that's what it was. He didn't want to play ball. And that's simply what it was. And it's absolutely insane. And where is it? Boom. And I'm pulling it up now. I got to get to the right moment. Come on. Where's the new? Okay, so Evan, are you familiar with Doug Flutie?
Yes, I am. I am very familiar with Doug Flutie. He, former Patriot, football player. He has a foundation dedicated to his son who has autism that raises funds. I am very familiar with Doug Flutie. Yes.
So Evan, there's a thing called NFL Films, and they go over different things, like whether it's a change in the sport, whether it's a change.
Wait a minute, no. Before we even continue, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I met Doug Flutie last year.
Well,
yeah, and shook his hand and the whole thing. And now, I won't get into why and how, but I did actually meet Doug Flutie for an event that they held at Jersey Mike's, and because they were, they were raising funds for the foundation and stuff. So yes, I actually met Doug Flutie, believe it or not.
Okay, and real quick, I'm pulling up something right now.
Yes. Sorry, I couldn't continue without getting that out of the way.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine because I gotta pull this up. Here we go. Okay. Come on, load, motherfucker. There we go. I got it. Son of a bitch. All right. So here it is. Share your screen. So this is Doug Flutie. And remember what I said. DSP was 18 in the year 2000.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Doug Flutie played for the Buffalo Bills from 1998 to the year 2000. So when when DSP was in high school, Doug Flutie played in the NFL. I pulled up DSP's birthday, famous birthdays. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's an April baby. All right.
Yep, April 6th. It's coming up. He's going to have a whole stream for the week. It's going to be his birthday week. I've never met the 40-year-old man that celebrates his birthday week. But now, make that full screen. Here we go. Now, this is NFL Films. And look at what Flutie calls his haters.
Out there and proved it. And I was more than happy to write that I was wrong. And
Doug Flutie serves his detractors.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
The underdog, DSP, was influenced by the underdog that is Doug Flutie.
Yep. Checks out.
I legit, because he was the biggest thing because of, I mean, this dude had fucking Flutie Flakes. I mean, it says here right there, I've eaten my crow, better yet, I've eaten a bowl of Flutie Flakes, the new frosted cereal with the unpleasant chemical aftertaste. Like, you know, this dude had cereal. He was the guy. DSP, what does DSP say? I'm the guy. And just like Doug Flutie, DSP serves his fucking detractors every day.
And I'll eat my bowl of Flutie Flake.
And it's insane. And that's where I think he got it from, legitimately.
Yeah, that checks out. I would not be surprised at all because, you said it yourself, he's a parrot. So he's going to see what he sees and then he's using it on him.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean,
makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, he is just words can't even describe just how much of a dope he is. I mean, I can't, like, there's just certain things I just can't. But I mean, that's everything. That was a roller coaster, and I'm glad that we made it through, Evan. I'm glad that we made it through.
I'm glad too. Jesus.
Yeah, that was a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing. God damn it.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you where, but don't worry.
Yep. But again, a lot of stuff there. Outro's coming up. Deuces, everyone. Much love. Bless.
Bye-bye. I still can't hear it, but that's okay.
You're welcome.